I don't mind giving up my socially constructed identity, because what's left is my humanity. And it's also hard, but that's always been my goal for my own sense of freedom. The art world, whatever, that I'm kind of skirting around is very insular. It's our institutions and, expensive schools. And it's very in a bubble. And intellectual, theory-based knowing is highly valued, and the rest is not. Then there's the art that's more like for the people and is out in the world, and street art, and that's more about like building solidarity and a sense of connection and joy and power.
Yes.
And that's not quite where mine is. Because I think I'm trying to get to the centers of power. Get it to not want to stay separate. I was telling my friend the other day, I'm trying to seduce people into recognizing their own suffering. Get people to see, like, you'll feel better, actually, if you leave your bubble. I feel more pressure to have more contact with people that are either like probably not fervently conservative because they're a lost cause, but people who just are conservative because that's what they were born into, that have been, for generations propagandized to believe that the people causing their problems are the others.
Right.
And not the people in charge creating this false sense of who's fucking you. And I think that, just like it's hard to want to talk to those people because that's where you got to give up on winning. It's like building some kind of like common ground is like the opposite of winning, right? I mean, you have to also give up something of your own identity, which is to be it's hard. Like, how do you not be reactive when you hear people say things that are just so ignorant and horrible? I feel like if art doesn't get out of its bubble or work to at least get everyone in the bubble to recognize they're in the bubble, doesn't have much effect at all. So
change the bubble.
Make the bubble visible, so people can see where they're limited. I was talking about this to Weeze, my friend that's in prison, because I had that painting of him, like, in prison.
Yes.
I was like, we could get shit for this painting, because this is, like, black suffering, a white person painting black suffering in a prison. That's a big part of the conversation. And he's like, yeah, but that's not what you're doing. You're like part of the struggle and I was like, yeah, but how do people know that? And he says, by talking to you and looking at the painting.